Welcome to this class for the ovulation phase of your cycle, a phase where you may or may not have a little bit more energy to move. Some people feel this as a huge expansion of energy and inner confidence and inner power. So with that in mind, we will move through this very short class today with that intention. But if you're feeling not like that, because just because there's a prescriptive way of doing something, it doesn't mean you feel like that. Take it at your own pace, take a rest when you need, and let's begin just by closing our eyes briefly and allowing the breath to move into our body, to circulate every aspect of the body, from the top of the crown of the head to the soles of the feet. A deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. 2 more times like this. Deep breath in and release the breath out. 1 more time. Deep breath in and release the breath out. And let's begin our class with an invigorating breath of fire. Rapidly breathing in and out through the nose, and on the exhale, snapping the belly button back towards the spine. And we'll just do this for about a minute. So close your eyes, send your gaze up towards the space between that third eye, the space between your eyebrows. Let's take a deep breath in to prepare. And exhale. And now let's begin our breath of fire. Holding the breath at the top, retaining the breath, pulling the belly button in and up, and just noticing the shift in energy from changing the style of your breathing, the pattern of your breathing, the length of your breath, and how quickly that alters maybe how you're feeling, how you're thinking, bringing you acutely to this present moment. Slowly releasing the breath. Just take a few gentle rolls of the head, keeping the eyes closed, all the way forwards, half circles, allowing the chin to touch or rest past the neck, opening up through the left side of the throat, and then slowly going down and across, opening up through the right side of the throat. 1 more time on each side. Really nice, everybody. And then let's gently open the eyes, shake the arms out a little bit, and let's come onto our hands and knees in a tabletop position. And we will start right away by breathing in, lifting up through the chest, and then rounding through the spine, gazing to your knees, through your chest, and gazing to your belly button or your knees. 1 more time, breathing in, lifting up through the chest. And exhale, let's round through the spine and look towards the knees. As you come back to center, bring your right knee slightly further into the center of the mat, and then let's extend the left leg towards the back of the mat. Press the toes of the left foot down, and let's just move forwards and backwards a few times, stretching into that left heel, stretching the muscles down the back of that left leg, around the gastrocnemius, the muscles down the back of the calf, the soleus, or calf muscles to make it more simple. And then from here, let's come back to center and lift that left leg. So as we inhale, we'll press the hands into the mat, and then as we exhale, let's practice squeezing the elbows past the ribs as we touch the nose to the floor and then press back up. So actually we'll inhale to lower and exhale to press up. And you should feel this in your triceps, in your belly. Let's just do 3 more. Inhale to lower, exhale to press up. Last 2. Final 1. And then let's release that left foot down. Let's bring the left hand a little bit further forwards. Inhale, reach your right arm forwards, or right arm up rather. And then exhale, let's thread the right arm underneath that left armpit and find an extension of a thread the needle pose. And we can then intensify this a little bit more. And as I tuck my shirt in, take the left hand and wrap it around the back. Now option 1, you can stay here. Or if you want to challenge your balance and you feel that you're secure in the posture, maybe you want to have a go lifting the left leg. Often what happens is you may fall onto the floor on your back, and if you do, very well, just come back to where you were. Notice the tiny movements that are keeping you from not falling over, and then let's slowly release the left foot down, release the left hand next to the face, and press down through the left hand to once again reach that right arm up and return the right hand back down, bringing the knees back to center. We'll do the same with the other side. So now extending the right foot back, let's just push into that right heel a couple of times, stretching not only through the back of the right calf, but maybe you're also stretching the fascia, that interconnecting web of like the sort of glue that holds tissues and muscles and organs together. Loads of people are talking about a lot at the moment. We can stretch that through the backs of the toes. And then again, like we did before, from here, let's come back to center, lift that right leg. As we inhale, let's lower down, touch the nose onto the mat, and exhale, lift up. And again, just 4 or 5 more times, breathing in to lower, exhale to lift. And the focus here is squeezing the elbows, so you feel that the elbows are passing your rib cage. They're not out to the sides, they're hugging in. Nice, let's do 3 more. Inhale to lower, and we want to squeeze that left glute, pressing through the heels of the hands as we lift up. Last one, very nice everybody. Now let's come up, release the right foot down, and this time we'll reach the left arm up, and then exhale, thread the left arm through, releasing that left cheek to the floor. And again, if you want, you can wrap your right arm around your back. That's an option. You can see it on this side this time. And also, if you want, you can lift your right foot. And you might find there's seriously an imbalance between both sides of the body. Naturally, everyone does have some slight imbalance, but maybe on this side, particularly for me today, this feels incredibly unbalanced. So I'm going to return my foot to the floor before I roll over. And then let's return the right hand next to the face. Once again, inhale, reach the left arm up, and then exhale to return back to center. Really nice, everybody. Let's tuck the toes under and lift the hips high, finding a downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, you can pedal out your feet if you wish. Maybe you shake your head yes and no. I always love to shorten one leg by bending the knee closer to the mat and straightening the other, and then shifting my body onto an angle. It feels, for me, so lovely. So if that feels good for you, go for it. And if it felt good on one side, maybe you do it on the other side as well. And then from here, we'll just walk the feet towards the hands. Even if you want, prop the hands up onto your fingertips and come to the front of your mat, bending your knees as much as you need, and just forward folding. And just taking a few breaths, and it's really nice in a forward fold. Just let the head hang, tuck the chin into the chest. The neck is constantly in an extension, generally when we're always on our phones. It's in a flexion because we're looking down at our phones. So an opportunity to really lengthen the neck. If you want, you can interlace your fingers, press your hands behind the back of the neck, just gently, so that you lengthen the muscles from the top of the tailbone to the top of the crease of the lower neck. The top of the crease of the skull is what I meant. Just breathe and allow your breath to do the work. Let your breath do the lengthening. Really nice. So let's release the hands, and we're going to roll all the way up to stand. And when we find that standing position, let's inhale, reach the arms up, look towards the thumbs. Breathing in, and exhale, bring the hands to the chest at heart center. And if you wish, I suppose because this is a phase of the cycle which you might feel maybe more confident, maybe more clear in your mind. Sometimes they say you feel more clear actually during your bleed, during your menstrual phase, but possibly if you feel more clear now, maybe it's nice to set an intention for the following phase of the cycle. So from ovulation we go into the luteal phase and then back into the menstrual phase. So maybe just close your eyes and take a moment, feel your feet on the floor, bring your palms together if they're not already there, and just settle into yourself and allow maybe a word or a phrase or a feeling to come into your body or mind that resonates with you for your upcoming cycle that will come. Cycle of life, cycle of work, cycle of menstrual related cycle, whatever feels right for you. Maybe you need to lean into something more, maybe you need to let go of something. Just lean in or breathe in, and it's very powerful to move with the intention that you have in your mind. So when you have that in your mind, hold it in your heart, press your thumbs into your sternum, and just breathe that intention through your body. It doesn't have to be complicated, just make it simple, make it relatable for you. And then from here, let's reach the arms up. I've got one arm, and the other arm is in a painting. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, let's lift halfway and look forwards. And then as we exhale, no chaturangas today. Let's just take the feet back and find our downward facing dog. On your inhale, let's reach the right leg high and bend the knee and open the hip. And then as you exhale, we're going to draw the knee to the nose, tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale, right leg high, 2 more times like this. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Last time, knee to nose. And this time we place the foot in between the hands. Pressing down through your feet, reach up through your fingers. Find a high lunge. Press back through that left heel and draw your right knee forward so you feel that lengthening or separation, almost like scissors opening between the legs. And then let's reach the arms forward and then all the way back to find an arrow pose. And just hold here for a moment. Squeeze the upper arm bones together like you're pushing an imaginary block or a ball between your hands so you activate your triceps. Nice, and then again, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale again, arrow pose. Squeeze the arms, the upper arms towards one another. Squeeze the scapula together. And then one more time, inhale, we reach the arms up. And then as we exhale, let's bring the left hand down. Heel toe your right foot towards the right of the mat and reach your right arm up for an easy twist. As you do that, just make sure that the toes on your left foot don't lean towards the side as you twist your upper body. Keep all 5 toes of the left foot firmly on the mat. You can always, if you want, release the back knee down. And wherever you are, we're all going to release the back knee down eventually because we'll bend that left knee and catch hold of that left foot with our right hand, maybe opening our right foot out like a book so you can see the sole of your foot rather than it being flat, which might give you a little bit more space to open up through your hip. And look over your right shoulder and just breathe. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Really nice, everyone. And then slowly let's release the hand from the foot, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, and we step back into a high plank and let the knees come down. As we did before, we'll bring the right knee into the center, extend the left leg, and 3 times we'll just touch the nose to the mat, inhaling to lower, exhaling to lift. Last time. And then we'll tuck the toes back under, lift the hips high and find our downward facing dog. And we'll do the same on the other side. So inhale, lift the left leg high, bend the knee and open the hip. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift, last one. Exhale, knee to nose, and place the foot firmly in between your hands. Press down through your feet, lift up through your fingers, and then push back through that your right heel, as you draw your left knee forwards. Deep breath in here, and then exhale, reach your arms forwards and then back. Squeeze the upper arms together. Imagine holding that imaginary beach ball. Feel your left glute activate, so squeeze your left glute here. Inhale again, reach the arms up. And exhale. Arms squeeze together. Last time, inhale, we reach the arms up. And then as we exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Right hand presses down, heel toe your left foot to the left. Reach your left arm up, easy twist. All 5 toes of the right foot stay on the mat. Again, the back knee can come down now or in a few breaths. Look towards that left hand, deep breath in, and then everyone exhale, release the right knee down, bend the right knee and catch hold of your foot. If you don't reach your foot, it really doesn't matter. Reach in the direction of it and pull your foot towards your hand. At least there is the intention to reach, and maybe one day you will, maybe one day you won't. It's not the purpose of why we're moving. Wherever you are, take a breath, breathe, maybe open your left foot out like a book. And then slowly let's release the hands. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. We can step back and then release the knees down. Again, we will extend that right leg back this time. Inhale, we lower the nose. Exhale, we lift. 2 more times. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. Last time. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift, and then we tuck the toes under, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Really nice. Let's bend the knees, look towards the hands, and walk, step or jump the feet towards the back of the wrists. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Nice, everybody. Again, if you want, interlace your hands, bring a little bit of weight behind the back of the neck, just to lengthen the muscles down the side of the spine. And then slowly let's release the hands, unravel the spine. Inhale, we reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your chest at heart center. Once again, closing the eyes, hands resting or thumbs resting against the sternum, that bone, that bony landmark between the chest. Come back to your word, phrase, feeling, your intention. Really nice, everyone. And we'll move through one more round, and then we come to the end. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look forwards. Exhale, plant the hands down. Let's step back and find our downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg high, bend the knee and open the hip. Nice. Now we add on a little bit here. So you can circle the ankle a few times in one direction and the other direction if you want. And then as you exhale, draw right knee to right elbow. Just give it a little tap. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, draw the right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, reach the right leg high. And then draw the knee to the nose. Last time, step the foot in between the hands. Inhale, we reach the arms up. And then exhale, we reach the arms forwards and back. Squeeze the upper arms together. Inhale again, arms reach up. Exhale, reach the arms back. Last time, inhale, reach the arms up. And as we exhale, hands come down, left hand down, heel toe the right foot, right arm up. Nice. Now this time, option 1, you can stay here, you can release the back knee. Or option 2, come onto the edge of that left foot, heel toe the right foot to the middle or as far as you want, and then step the right foot back to find a side plank. Wherever you are, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, embracing any wobbles. And then slowly let's return that right hand down and bring the knees to the mat. Let's extend the left leg long, and 3 times once again, squeezing the upper arms to the middle of the waist. Very nice. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts, bend the knee and open the hip. Maybe circling the ankle in one direction and then in the other direction, and then left knee towards left elbow. Inhale, left leg lifts. Left knee towards the right elbow. Inhale, left leg lifts. Left knee towards the nose. Place the foot in between the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach the arms back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach the arms back. Last time, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Right hand presses into the mat. Heel toe the left foot to the left. Left arm lifts up. Again, option 1 to stay. Option 2, release the back knee. Option 3, come onto the edge of your right foot. Heel toe the left foot now to the middle of the mat. And then step, the left foot to meet the right foot, or stagger it if that's more supportive. And we hold here for a few breaths. And then slowly we find our way back into our plank, bringing the knees down to the floor. This time extending the right leg back. Elbows bend for 1. Elbows bend for 2. Elbows bend for 3. So nice, everyone. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips high. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth and sigh the breath out. Bend your knees, look forwards. Walk or step or jump to the back of the wrists. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forwards. Exhale to fold. Optionally, interlace the hands, bring them behind the back of the neck. Let the gentle weight of the hands press into the back of the neck as it helps to lengthen the back muscles. And then slowly releasing the hands, unravel the spine all the way up to stand. Inhale, reach the arms up. Look towards your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands to your chest. At heart center, close down your eyes. And once again, our final moment to return to that thought or phrase or word, that feeling. Breathing in deeply, breathing out completely. Nice. Now from here, let's just open the eyes and come back to sit on our mats. We'll take or bend that left leg and wrap the right leg around the front. So it's like a big old cross. Doesn't matter if the knees don't stack. If you're more comfortable, you can just cross your legs, but just be mindful or remember which leg is on top. Wherever you are, let's lengthen the spine. You can hold on to your big toes if you like. As we inhale, we'll lengthen. As we exhale, we'll just fold forwards, releasing any tension through the back of the hips, the side of the hips. And we'll just take a few breaths here as we wind down to close our practice today. Maybe with each and every breath, you allow yourself to go a little bit deeper. And slowly we come up. This is my favorite thing. Bring your hands over to one side. Keep your feet as they are. And we're just going to spin all the way around, just so that we can take the other side in a much more easy way. And you may find, just like in another of the poses today, that one side is much more flexible than the other. Just meet yourself where you're at today. Maybe you've done something which is, your body is not feeling so movable, or maybe it's the phase of your cycle. Maybe you're not in your ovulation phase. Doesn't matter. Wherever you are, if it's more comfortable to cross your legs, just change the crossing of the legs. Let's take a breath in to prepare, and then exhale to fold forwards. And this is a really great posture actually to release the hips. We tend to hold especially women, a lot of tension and emotion in the hips. It's a really good posture to release the hips. Let's take a final breath here. And then let's slowly release the legs, unravel those legs, and we'll come back to where we began. I will find a kneeling position, you find wherever feels good for you, and in our comfortable posture, closing down the eyes, let's just take, as we do, our final breath together. So when you're ready, let's all inhale, reach the arms up. Bring the hands together above the head, and then exhale, bring the hands down towards the chest, bowing the head towards the hands. In thanks and gratitude, whatever that means for you. And we can say namaste as we think about something to feel grateful for, whether it's being able to move our bodies, maybe it's someone in your life or something in your life. But I really thank you, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the class. I look forward to seeing you again soon.